would say you can't have, sorry, you can't even put the, you put,
Had to do it first.
you put day and speed and all those guys together, they're good.
Yeah.
They're not, they're not in the same breath as Tiger.
Yeah.
Not close. As good as they are, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Guys are phenomenal players. But they're not only close to it. So it's up, it's down with the club with loft.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people get it stuck behind them and closed. Yours is behind you, but not closed.
Okay.
The hook one though, the low hook was closed, we use the duck hook one.
Uh-huh.
The ones that go to the right, the club's behind you and you're hitting too much to the side of your hand, there's no rotation of your left arm. So you're feeling that the club, you bump your legs forward, you lower your arms, the club's in front of you, you can feel your left arm rotating this way. Your right arm's a little bit more on top of your left. It squares up back to where you started. If I did that face on, right back to square, but the club never steepens. When you look at that picture a lot of times on the video, you'll see, like you were saying, the handle's up too high. Most of the time it went under the line, it started here, it went under as it comes down, as it comes up, it looks like that. So you can see the club is faced to the right. So if the grip's strong enough, it'll kind of offset. But if it's a little bit back here and closes, then it'll catch the outside and hit the hook.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
So just from here,
Yep.
and then rotate.
Correct, that's really good. See, but the thing is, everybody goes, I was listening to Limbaugh says, it's the same thing, I think about it. Okay, you only go from what you've seen in your lifetime, okay? Like life experiences. Hank just taught 100 and some tour players. He taught the best player his who's probably ever. You got it down to Nicholas and Tiger. I mean, those the clip they won at Hogan. But you're going from your flat. Yeah, go right there. You're going from your life experiences. See, that hit was great.
That's a different sound.
Yeah, that sound was, that ball through really well done. So, granted, the guys hit it incredibly long. But when it comes down to it, there's very few times in the history of when Tiger had the 54-hole lead that he ever lost.
Yeah.
He was down 4 times.
Who was it? Whitey Yang? That was the first
Yeah.
one to slam.
And see how it's coming right back
Oh, wow.
down into where it's supposed to.
That's
There you go, it's on the angle.
in the rotation.
And then you don't flatten it, you release.
Wow.
See how good that looks?
And the
The
wow.
back of left hand,
It-
it's completely flat.
Yeah.
Face is really stable going through. And really good extension through the one. You still kind of like the angle going through the one, but it's still, just keep it posture.
Good.
Everything so far.
Well, they're saying on amp that my stability is getting crazy better.
Oh yeah, I mean, and I was thinking that is definitely a component
Yeah.
of it. There's no doubt about that. But at the same time, you can be stable and you got to still learn to pitch your hips better. And you still got to be stable, but you still got to get. There you go. Good. You still got to be able to stay. You got to stay up.
Yeah.
Great. Very nice.
It's not as hard as I thought it would be.
You know, the thing is though, if you have manipulated and moved the club enough,
Uh-huh.
if you've never done it before,
That makes sense.
and you've talked about it, you've heard about it, you sort of made that move before.
Yeah.
If you haven't ever done it, or it's really stuck behind you,
Yeah.
I mean, like Maddie's is awful,
Really?
awful.
Yeah.
Her arms got too flat,
Uh-huh.
and then she'd drop them flatter on the way down, and then she'd kind of throw the angle away.
Uh-huh.
And she doesn't know how to square handle. Flatten your shaft a little more. There you go. Good. Now, the other thing to go along with that is, so if somebody is, usually if they drop behind, they usually got the club a little across here.
Uh-huh.
So then you can just send it a little more over here, which will help them get the club a little more out in front.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you lay them off a little bit.
Okay.
But, you know, if they,
Is that why Tiger in that picture on the computer is a little laid off?
I don't think that one's really laid off. That's one camera. I think that's camera angle. That's pretty good, though.
Is it?
Yeah. But Hank had him over there because he can get that back out in front. He can hit a full cut from there.
Uh-huh.
He can cut one from there. He can actually draw one from there, but he goes like that. Game over.
Yeah. So Tiger was here at one point, or no?
Could be, but usually just club was just behind him. He had enough
Okay.
loft most of the time. More left, yeah, right there. Good. Too much with your body, feel your hands release. There you go. That's the thing I've probably watched more of what Steve does, and he's really into getting your arms and
Yeah.
hands to release
I
correctly.
mean, he's like,
Yeah, he's really, and he's right. I mean,
Yeah.
he's totally right. But he really focuses really hard on that, more than Hank does.
yeah.
But this, that was always the difference when I'd come to get lessons. Everyone that was taking lessons from Hank and Steve and all, the sound, pretty good. Their sound out at the old ranch was always so good out there because they always hitting ball turf, because they always worked on everybody's impact was always so much better than everybody else's. Good. Hit behind that one a little. No, you look good.
Thanks. I just tried, like when I wasn't seeing you, I tried to maintain everything we're working on.
Well, that's the thing. That's
not
exactly
add
what you're.
anything new.
So if you keep me with practice swings and keep working on those things, okay, you're like.
Yeah. And I really just wanted to focus on my teaching too.
That's nice.
Was it?
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do, I just kind of trusted it.
What time you gotta be in the shop?
Oh, I'm not in the shop.
Oh,
today.
is it? Okay,
No.
cool.
I got lessons at 6:30 and 7:30.
Reach your arms a little wider. Face, that's all right. That's good right there. Push your legs. Good. Okay. A little more with your arms, not so much turning over your chest. Okay. Push your legs more. Push your legs. Yeah, it's better with your legs. Just gotta stayed up more. Good. So now your arms are moving down more and you're not turning your body so quickly.
Yeah.
Stretch your arms out, stretch your arms out. There you go. Good. A little wider, wider. Hinge your wrist. Good. There you go. Better. So better. Those are better follow throughs too, because they're more on an arc and extended instead of kind of that way. Flatten the shaft. There you go. So point the club, really lay it off at the top.
Okay.
More. No, not, that's just flattening your arm.
Okay.
Over here.
Oh.
Feel that.
Okay.
Right there. Now, put the club right here. So easy it is to club back out.
Yeah, really
There
good.
to
From here,
here.
it's
Hold it up there.
tough.
How would you ever get it out in front of you here? Pretty hard.
Yeah.
It's circling behind you.
Yeah.
So if you got somebody who's really got stuck behind you, stick them over here and give them that feel.
Okay.
And then you give the club more of that, so it's steeper in front of them this way.
Okay.
Hitting more that direction.
So you get a guy that's really too late off.
He will most likely, here's the problem. So if the guy is really laid off and he drops it behind him,
Yeah.
it's a bad mistake.
Yeah.
Because you gotta get him to basically almost feel more laid off and then this way more.
Okay.
That's a bad one. Because it's too flat
Yeah.
and then he's too flat. So we're gonna add the steep.
Yeah.
You got two flats and no steeps.
Uh-huh.
You got a problem, because the bottom of the swing's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
So you gotta add more steep, so his arms gotta go this way.
So more here.
I don't,
Is that exactly
yeah,
right?
but it's gotta feel like, yeah, and then from here it's gotta feel. So you really gotta overdo it. That's a nasty mistake. But the only thing is, most likely, he hadn't hit it very well anyways.
Yeah.
Because the bottom of the swing, because all you gotta do is have him make a practice swing and you'll hit that far behind the wall. You're like, dude. There you go, right there. See how you can feel it?
Oh, that's much easier to
Yeah.
get it there. And then.
Right, there you go. You know, and conversely, if they can't, if they're hooking it and hitting behind, if they're hitting in front of it and they're slicing it, you send it a little more across the line, hold their body back, get their arms to square, that's good. So now your arms are working more correctly. But the guy who's got too much hook and they're hitting way behind it, you put it over there, put a little more out in front of them, get their arms working more correctly and squaring their hands correctly. Good. And that's also your cut shot too. Kind of send it over there a little bit, out in front of you, down and to the left, and reverse your arms a little bit. Now you got your cut. There you go. Yeah, so then if you're going to cut, go ahead. Take it up the top, bring it down. So then you bump your legs, bring it down, square the back of your left hand, and then you're going to do it that follow through, and there's your cut.
So you're still squaring your hand when you cut it.
Square it.
Oh.
So it gets square, boom, and your arms go.
Here, hold it off.
Hold it off and your arms reverse.
Oh wow.
That's your cut swing. So you lay it off a little bit, square it up, and then you roll, then you reverse your arms right here.
Oh. That's totally not what I thought it was gonna be.
That's your cut swing. Don't put your arms too much across your chest when you do it though, 'cause then you're gonna. Good. That may have pulled.
Yeah.
That may have come back, but that kind of looked a little more of a pull, but that was pretty good.
Yeah.
You're not usually cutting too many 9-irons for the most part,
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
You know, but that's kind of the motion. That's the motion you're looking for. Or someone who also hooks it too much, you're like, okay, I'll have him get some cuts.
Yeah. Can you do your cut swing real quick?
Sure. Well, I'm going to show you your cut swing. You know,
Okay.
it's like, okay. doing a minute ago, I was too flat, so I was maybe a touch too steep coming down. See how you're hurt, you still gotta square that a little more, you're gonna,
Okay.
because if the face is that open, it's gonna start to the right and go to the.
Okay. So that's basically the Tiger Power fade.
A little outside, a little dump off. This would be real easy to come down from you.
Oh, I see.
See how it came down from
Yeah.
you? And you actually hit kind of the outside, square it up.
Uh-huh.
Did. Looks like, but the thing is here though, the legs didn't move fast enough and the right hand shut the face. So you
Okay.
gotta, and it's gotta feel, it's pretty good though. So I mean, that's close. You just
Yeah.
gotta hold the face open a little. I'm gonna cut this face closed, laid off a little bit, down. And then start forward. That ball first up. So also you get that shot, so you got a tight lie.
Mhm.
You know, in the winter time, where you got a running line, you're like, I'm coming with that, so I get ball first.
Oh.
I'm not coming in shallow.
Mhm.
If not, I can't hit this shallow, I gotta hit
You're
ball
like a
first.
rainy day.
Or if you're like in a pivot,
Uh-huh.
come, that's what I'm gonna cut this up. In the rough, same thing, I'm gonna cut this, so, little outside, a little laid off. Out in front of me, so it's a little steeper, square, swung off to the left, reversing my arms. Just kinda, see right, see the face blocked open a little bit, and my club gets steeper. The plane of the swing is now steeper here.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Okay. Conversely, if I hit this, you know, trying to draw one, so I would just kind of do the opposite. But then I would feel like a little right, ball back, maybe a little across, a little more here, a little more circle through there. With less body.
So how come no one else teaches club face like we do?
I have no idea. I have no, well, they talk about it on all the, you know, the TrackMan and all that,
Uh-huh.
but,
But they don't know how to fix it.
yeah. You see the difference of that follow through.
Yeah.
Okay. You see my right hand and face here compared to the difference in the face there.
Total difference,
Okay.
yeah.
This right hand looks this way, this hand looks, that's the cut. This rotates, this is rotating. Reverse.
Oh, wow. So draw, or cut's just reverse.
Yeah, it's reversing your arms this way.
So if I'm going that way with my draw.
Right.
So if I go.
Get a bigger face too. That would be my draw. That would be finishing more down my back.
Uh-huh.
With less turn through with my body.
Okay.
My cut would be more here. That
This one you can see on my. This is into out. Squaring up. Started to the right. Flat going through. Goes down my back. That's a block. So when you walk out there and you just look, you only have to see their ball flight. Like you watch somebody out on the range,
Yeah.
you can't see their ball flight, and they come with
That.
that finish. You're like, that puppy should be going to the right.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe they hook it and they're trying to. It's kind of like Arnold Palmer.
Yeah.
He had it shut, and he'd go through, and he'd go holding the face open. You block the face open. That's why he had the funny fall.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Somebody that's club is more down their back like this.
More of a draw.
It's a hand release,
Mm.
more of a hook.
Mm.
And less, if you're trying to draw it, less with your body, upper body turning through so much. Good. Yeah, go back to your 9, it's just easier. Good. Arms a little more in front of you. Flatten it. Yeah, right there. Good. And go through. Rest of the way. Good. Left hand should be a little more cupped than that. That was a follow through. There you go. Good. Little too much with your chest follow, turning through that. Arms more in front of you. Flatten it. Lay it off a little. There you go. Great.
I was just like, I almost felt like lever action.
Yeah.
That, like it's.
It's just it's just real bang when you hit it.
Yeah.
It's like, wow. Right in the middle of the face, you're like, ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
But most of the people that come in, you're not going to give this to.
No. Okay.
Okay. I mean, it's a better player's mistake.
Uh-huh.
Now, if they're sometimes they'll do that,
Yeah.
where they'll go really upright and then they'll go really flat. They'll kind of go this way and then they'll kind of drop it here and it will drop behind and they'll flip their hands. But as the most part, if the guy's a slicer and he's probably anywhere above most likely a 12, he probably just needs to hook it more. He probably needs to square his hand more. You know, is your driver high right? You're like, yeah. You hit hooks at all, or you just hit pulls? Or they start left and carp right. Usually start left, carp right. You throw a hook in there now and then. Are you ever gonna either start to the right and hook? No, because it's never come down on the right plane. But most of the time it's a pull with a driver occasionally, about every once a year, and then the rest are just right. And it's just a matter of can I get it angled enough to the right to hit the outside of the ball and carp it and hit a small fade instead of the starts right and goes 30 yards more right. There you go. Good. Great. Little less turn through from the ball to. There you go. I like that better. That was more club, less you.
Okay.
And then when you do that also, and this stays back this way, more of this turns this way, the more club's going to start flattening.
Okay.
So you've got the club working and not you turning. You've got the club rotating back to square. Club goes through, you follow instead of body going through, club's always trailing.
Okay. That makes sense.
Point it left more, point it left. There you go. You hit a full speed.
That felt really good. I don't know if I did it right, but
So like, I see your arms, your hands are up
oh,
over your shoulder.
that's much different.
Yeah, like that, club face and hand, that's on the point.
Yeah.
I'm trying to use it for a little more over there, just for now.
Okay.
Still wanna, you can bring it down, or great, then you go back up,
Loop it.
and you drop it down.
Okay.
And then you just kinda see your right hand gets a little bit on top. It gets a little, left hand breaks down too much right there.
Okay.
My left hand should still be working like that.
Yeah.
Your left arm gets a little. You can kind of throw your shoulders in there and you are. This one you kinda stuck it up in the air. Arms get too much across your chest, now the club look, it's too upright. So if the club's upright, it's gonna flatten.
Okay.
What she does.
There's the flat, yeah.
Flatten this line. It's coming under the line. You know, I'm getting away with it. But sooner or later, and you wanna let it lie, whatever,
Yep.
It's mostly because your arms get a little behind, you got the club stuck too much up in the air, so you gotta soften up the left arm more.
More here.
Shaft, a little more, see that? That shaft should be above but parallel your original angle right here. You see how it's just a bit upright?
Yep.
So that's action, reaction. The action is too upright, reaction is too flat. And then flat, so you can also kind of see your right wrist sort of gets a little that way. So it kind of shuts it a little bit.
Yeah.
Now you shut it a little more, but I mean, part of that's camera angle, but it's angled, just, I mean, you're angled, 30 yards to the right.
Yeah.
And then you see it, shaft's too high. My right arm's too flat, too low. I want to get my right arm to come back, should be, basically same way it started, only go like that.
Yeah.
Like Ricky Fowler, the great thing about the Ricky is that, he's still got a little bit over here, so the club really gets stuck behind.
Okay.
That's why it's how you always, do this. But there's a problem with that one too, you don't drop real well from there, you gotta drop it too flat to do it, and you're, I'm not sure what he's afraid of. I don't know I don't really know what ball flight he usually plays. I'm not sure, I haven't seen him play. So I don't really know what his ball flight looks like. I guess it'd be pretty straight.
Yeah.
When I look at that TrackMan thing, I don't remember ever seeing him curve it that much, but I don't know. Up, arm up, arms in front of you more, arms in front of you. Good, hinge your wrists. There you go, right there. Good. Better.
So then, can you do this face on in the mirror? And just to kind of like here.
Yeah, but then you're just working on your left hand, but you do that and you turn your shoulders too much.
Okay.
You gotta keep your shoulders more square. Yeah, there you go, right there. Okay. Flatter with the shaft. There you go. Too much right-handed. It looks too much
Okay.
this way. Flatten, flatten, flatten. There you go.
This is great. You just gotta feel a little more arms for your ear. There. Then let your arms go around and not so much your upper body turning through.
Flatter, flatter. Good. Good. Let your legs go a little bit. There you go. Good. That's better. Yeah. See, you're kind of trailing with your right shoulder, not so.
We kind of just practiced that move that I did a few times, and then
Yeah. Really good.
here.
Your arms are releasing down more, and your wrists, and then arms through, body follows.
Arms through, body follows.
Right. There you go, right there. That's awesome. Flatter. Arm up a little higher. Right there. Too much. Everything's going together. Your shoulders and your body are going. You got to get your arms to release. There you go. Same thing that Steve was doing with that guy. The same feel you want to have.
Okay.
There you go. Great. That was more club and less shoulders. Great. Nah, flatten it here too much. Flatter, flatter. Dump it up. There you go. Good. Yep. Yeah, more of that feel. Great. Yes. Way more your arms working, way less of your chest working. That looks good.
That's hard to get that separated.
That's why you gotta do it slow, so you can get it kind of matched up. There you go. Point it a little more left, a little more laid off. Now, you don't need your arms flatter. There you go, right there. Good. Close. Good. Great.
Yeah, I felt my arms go here.
Yeah, without your body.
Yeah.
Flatter, flatter, flatter. Yeah, right there. Good. Good. Try to keep a little more loft on it and shut that move too much right here. Yeah, I gotta keep a little more of that and square it up. Flatter. There you go. There you go. That's better.
I think I'm surprising myself.
Well, I mean, you move the club. I mean, once you
Yeah.
flatter, play it off. Yeah, right there. You've moved the club enough that, you know, you'll get it.
Yeah.
You just gotta, okay, I gotta do it in the right. This is a little too fast, it's a little too slow. My hands aren't working just right. Club's pointing over here a little too much. Good. Lay it off, lay it off. There you go. Oh, there you go. Well, that was good.
I mean, I can even see where I'm hitting it.
Yeah.
I mean, just.
Coming down a plane and you just rotate it and
So the whole goal of the golf swing is when the club starts here, is you turn it to the same position.
Well, okay, so the golf swing starts in this position here. Okay. And you're trying to get to here.
Okay.
That's all you're trying to do.
Oh.
Put your hands forward. I take that. Okay. Look like that and impact. See what?
You had it that one.
See what that, how close am I to what I'm trying to do? You know where you're trying to go,
Yeah.
okay? So, alright, it's slightly exaggerated, but let's see what it looks like in. Pretty close, isn't it?
Yeah, really close. So that just means you get your energy and your momentum left in this position?
Yeah, everything's kind of squaring up in the right place, in the right order. My arms, as I get there, my arms are back to rest position.
Who would Hank say is like the inventor of that position?
Not really.
Yeah.
People get their right toe up more and all, but for the most part, almost every player does that.
Yeah.
You know, trying my right arm to be more up, out, not so close. Not so tucked in. So you can get it on the plane a little better. Have a tough time drawing. It's making it a little narrow right here. Like this arm to be out and up a little more, so it kind of matches that. That elbow would be, okay, that just help me be a little wider than that. Like that looks just like mine.
Yeah. So that position just, so inside of right foot
Mhm.
and,
Yeah, you're just rolling your feet this way. Your hands are a little bit in front of the ball. Square, shoulders are pretty darn square at impact. Yeah. There you go. That's what you're trying to see, just here and.
so everything just rolls.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's all you do.
Yeah.
That's all you look for. Like, wow.
Sometimes I think it's rocket science.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing, as you get older, you're kind of like, I had guys that, you know, they used to, Rick Smith used to show it, and he's like, yeah, just try to get here. And that was, you know, I was 15 or 14 years old. But never meant anything to me, really.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, 'cause I didn't know about, no one ever told me about spurring the left hand.
Yeah.
It's just a need. You know, it's the, okay, this is what I gotta do.
Yeah.
Hey, no.
You know, it's one of those things, it's been a lifetime journey of trying to figure out, you know, hands in front of the ball more when you do that. There you go, just like that. Say your right hip's lower.
It's so simple.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I always thought just it was this elaborate like secret.
No. That's all we're trying to get to that point. That's yeah. Press your hands a little more in front of the ball when you do it. Yeah. So your hips are open, your weight's more forward. There you go, like that. Good. Still like you gotta let this go a little more. There you go, like that. Good. Flatter. There you go. See, the part of the thing is you put it up across the line and now it's been dropping behind you because it's not been round enough at the top.
Okay.
So across it's going to flatten. There you go. And now you brought it here and then you flattened it underneath. That was too flat. There you go. Good. Try your 7 iron. Let's see some speed, and then I gotta go hit the gym.
This is great.
Okay, it's a little low to start. Arms a little across your chest. You dump it off like that, but it never gets anywhere close to that.
Okay. Then
Yeah,
there's no arm rotation.
yeah.
Yep, so I see.
Too much chest through there. Arms a little across your chest.
Okay.
Put the hand up right. Not that. That you drop a little line.
Closer to being
Very good. Yeah. Just a tad that way.
Yeah.
Put it this way. That's a pretty straight shot.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Curve on that.
No.
See how your right hand flips that base a little close right
Yep.
there?
Yep.
Something that you just want to, it's more to the left and not the right, and toss it over as much as. Just kind of see that block, that point, that makes you.
Okay.
It's still good. Still a good shot. This hand, right there, should be like that. Flat. This hand is like this, right, left hand like this in the backswing, your right hand would be like this in the first one.
I got you.
That's somebody who's tossed it through.
Kinda like,
Yeah, it would be more.
oh, which is the reverse of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a block.
Okay. I see.
So your left hand, you can go back, left hand, things like that. That's
Yeah.
flat here. And then your right hand is gonna match over here, it's gonna hurt over here. Supposed to be something.
It's that easy, though.
It is, I mean, you're just trying to look, you're like, okay, what's the club, trying to get, so a lot of times I think about beginners, you're just trying to get the club, if you can get it to do that, you're just kinda like trying to get it up over here with the right shoulder, square here, up over here, the left shoulder, the hands are kinda like that when they're done. So if you've got something that's swinging that way on both sides.
it's like this.
Yeah. If you can get it kinda swinging on an arc,
Uh-huh.
up off the ground, and you get the
Yeah.
face to close, and you got a motion like that, they're gonna be great.
Yeah.
You got the ball on the tee, so they're gonna have success. Good, that's a nice sound. Yeah, that's a better fall through.
Awesome. Thanks, Doug.
Of course, man. Looking good.
Thank you.
Looking great. How are you?
Hello.